Blind Pew here. If you recall my last transmission, I was on my way to the Eagle Nebula. On the galaxy map it looks like a rather unusual nebula with an extremely dense cluster of stars in one particular region. It is also historically famous on Earth as the home of the Pillars of Creation. I've called up some extremely old footage recorded on Earth of the Eagle Nebula using something they used to call the Hubble telescope. As you can see, these images show a very distinctive nebula with 3 large columns of star-forming dust. Within each stars are being born. Hence the name. So we are now approaching the Eagle Nebula. As you can see, it is a purple-pink color. Over there to the left you can make out the very dense cluster of stars. Hang on, I've just realized that this is likely to be a relatively popular destination. I deactivated all my ship defenses last transmission for heat management purposes, but it might be prudent for me to reactivate them whilst I am here on the off chance there are some shady characters about. There, on with the shield generator. I seem to be out of shield cells. I kept hitting that button by mistake. All 6 beam lasers as well, I think. Power distributor. Sensors, of course. Point defense. May as well. Oh, those heat sinks are in a poor state of repair. Not sure if that one is out of charges or just completely damaged. There, that should do it. Engaging frame shift drive.
Frame shift drive charging.
Eagle Nebula, here we come.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Not quite close enough. One more jump, I think.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
This system is sort of in the nebula. Right on the edge or just within. I'll just get a bit of fuel. This system is just within the nebula. It's difficult to find a system deep in the nebula as it seems mostly to be a void, but there are a few round the edges. Let's look at the system map.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
All discovered. To be expected, of course, in a nebula. Congratulations, Commander D.D. Winters.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
But it really does seem everything is discovered. Even this proxy rock here. Right, now. I'm having a bit of trouble here. There really are very few systems if any, in the heart of the nebula itself. So I am having to skirt around it looking for the few just inside the edges.
Scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh come on. Throw me a bone here. Not even a single undiscovered moon. Now this is quite interesting. The main part of the nebula is a quite vivid purple pink. However, here at one edge it shifts to distinctly different orange, brown, or even burnt sienna color. I'll just get round the other side of this ringed planet. Oh hang on, I'd better be careful, that outer ring is quite faint. Don't want to crash into it with the state of my canopy. There we go.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay, I know I had no real right to expect to find any undiscovered planets here, but this is getting me down. Nevertheless, congratulations Commander Sam Isham for this system.
Fuel scooping complete.
Sam Isham, again, I see. See what I mean about the nebula? It is mainly a void. Not that many star systems within. Records show that a supernova may have gone off in this area, so that may account for it. Discovered again, of course, Commander War Machine this time. Still, this is a lovely view. Very nice coloration to the nebula here and interesting patterns on that gas giant there. Also the area of dense stars over there. I'll probably have a look at that soon. Yes, that really is very odd, that dense area of stars over there. From this angle it almost looks like writing. Almost too regular in distribution to look natural.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, I think that I am going to cut my losses on the systems around the edges of the nebula and head over to the dense cluster of stars there. There is so many of those it is more likely I may find one undiscovered planet. The strange thing is that I've been doing this exploration for so long now that if a planet has someone else's name on it, most of the time I don't bother scanning it, even though there is still credits in it.
Engage.
Sam Isham again. I suppose that system was on the edge, so more likely to be picked. Let's move to another. This one right next door will do. Sam Isham. I'm sensing a pattern here. Let's try another. I'll pick one deeper within the cluster this time. Hopefully we will have a bit of luck on this occasion.
Frameshift drive charging.
This area here, between the stars in the cluster, is quite airy. There is no nebula in this direction and the space between the stars themselves is almost completely black. No background can be seen at all.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Almost as though there is something there. Something huge, something dark. My imagination, I am sure. Okay. This system should be right in the middle of the cluster. We may well have some luck here. Nope. No luck whatsoever. It is all quite depressing really. Right then. Let's try again. Random selection. I've got a good feeling about this one. Oh, really? I might have known. Sam Isham again. Dirty pool old man, leaving nothing for others. Everything in the systems this commander visits appears to be scanned, down to the last tiny rocky moon. You know, I believe there are even a number of dust particles with Sam Isham's name on round here. I have a theory about the regular pattern and almost columnar arrangement of the stars in this cluster. We know from ancient records that this was the location of the pillars of creation, columns of star creating dust. We also know from other records that a supernova went off in this location. I believe the shockwave from that supernova destroyed and completely wiped away the pillars of dust, just leaving the stars that were born in the pillars. Naturally they would be arranged in pillars as we see here. Yes, I'm scanning the main star. But don't worry, someone else has already discovered it first of course. Probably Sam Isham. Right, I've left the dense cluster of stars now and have decided to go back to the systems within the edges of the nebula.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yes. Discovered of course. Oh, but what is this? Undiscovered? Can't be. Let's take a look. Oh, yes, I see. Those are over 200,000 light seconds away and all the planets look like boring rocks, no rings or gas giants there. Well, that distance is nothing to me. Time to rev up the supercross, put my feet up and wait for the distance to close. Aha. Yes. All these shall bear my name. My name shall be known throughout all time as the discoverer of these fantastic planets. I am now a hero of exploration. This must be how Sam Isham felt. or something. Okay, so we are now getting close. Let's go for the outermost planet. Brilliant. Looks like there's a moon to this planet. We'll scan that as well. Fantastic. Excellent. Super great. Coming in a bit fast here. Let's loop back round. First rate. Off we go again, then. Arg, that was way too fast. I've overshot. Looping back. The loop of shame. Just look at that fantastic backdrop. Superb. Magnificent. Sterling. Now, see the star up ahead. As we get near, see how its brightness obscures our view of the surrounding nebula. And once we are past, the view reappears. See what I mean? It's always worth getting some distance from the main star if you want a good view of your surroundings. Supreme. Looks like we have two here in a binary orbit. Transcendent. But uh-oh, too fast again. Not bad. Reasonable. Whoa, look at that. Okay. Although, that one is a bit different. Not an icy body but a rocky icy world. What luxury. Apparently it means it has a bit of an atmosphere, though I don't see it. So then, if I can actually make it back to inhabited space in one piece, I should get my name on these icy rock planets. Unless of course someone is already en route with the data. Let's hope not. I should actually have left that last moon for others to have discovered. It's what a gentleman would do. Time to get in close and have a look at one of my planets. In what shall now be known as Pugh's half system. Or is the gap of 200,000 light years enough to make this a separate system technically? So Pugh's system? Who knows? Not many features on this one then. So that's the Eagle Nebula. Beautiful and fascinating, but oddly frustrating in that there are no systems right in the middle, it being mostly a void. Do come here for the sights and interesting cluster of stars. Don't come here to be first discoverer, it seems to be all gone. For now, I'm just going to relax here in System View. Good luck, commanders. And I'll see you out there. Identified as an icy body. Basically a lump of ice and rock. At least it has rings. I shall name this planet, Planet Blind Pew.